Books can act like a mirror. You can make a connection with the characters to yourself, to your own life. So it's like looking into a mirror. And when we make that connection, often at ASB, we do this like, I have a connection with the character. Books can act like a window and allow us to get a close-up glimpse into something we're unfamiliar with. So we can learn that way by looking through a window and experiencing something from a character's point of view that we may not have known about. Or books can act like a magic door that take us to another place or time. As a reader, this is how I fell in love with books and fell in love with reading. So I hope you have something similar, that you have a story that you first remember falling in love with reading and falling in love with books. The picture book I'm going to share with you tonight is called Hair Love. This book is based on the Oscar-winning short film called Hair Love by Matthew Cherry. I first came across this book while doing some of my own learning about the importance of choosing great, just really fantastic stories that we share with our students, and learning about how very important that is, that all students have a chance to see themselves in the characters in the book, like a mirror. Hair Love has been highlighted in the literary world as being particularly inspiring for young audience members who come from communities that are not always traditionally represented. So they're underrepresented in books or mainstream media and film. I love this book because it really highlights the girl Zuri's hair and how special and beautiful it really is. I'm excited for you to meet this wonderful character, Zuri, and her family tonight. So, while I read the story, you might notice that Zuri and her dad's normal routine has been interrupted, maybe much like our own. So you might already be saying, I can have a connection with that. I want you to pay attention to how Zuri, our main character, and her dad communicate together and work through some of the challenges they're facing as a team. At home, you may be thinking about the routines that are interrupted in your own houses and how we deal with them together. So let's get started with Hair Love. Hair Love by Matthew A. Cherry. Hair Love. My name is Zuri, and I have hair that has a mind of its own. It kinks, coils, and curls in every which way. Daddy tells me it's beautiful. That makes me feel proud. I love that my hair lets me be me. In funky braids with beads, I'm a princess. And when my hair's in two puffs on the top of my head, I'm above the clouds like a superhero. She even has that great superhero stance here. Sometimes I make that stance if I'm feeling particularly nervous about doing something, maybe for the first time. My hair even does magic tricks. One day, Rocky and I were playing outside when along came the rain. From large to small it went, presto, just like that. There is nothing my hair can't do. Today, I woke up extra early all by myself. I was too excited to sleep. It's a big day. Daddy was still sleeping. Shh, I said to Rocky as we tiptoed past him. Lately, Daddy has been worn out. So I just want to take a pause here, and I'm thinking something I know about people is that when things change in their normal routine, and we're either doing a lot more or at a faster pace or just doing new things, our bodies and minds can feel a little bit worn out. So if you make a connection with feeling worn out, you might be doing that back at home. But here's how I know that things have been different, because he's worn out from something changing. So here's where he says, he makes me breakfast, takes me to school, goes to work, picks me up, and yesterday we went for a bike ride around the park. I think he needs a break. Because today is special, I want a perfect hairstyle. This calls for a professional's touch. And I just want to highlight here how Zuri is learning to get some professional advice here. So I think that's really interesting here, using some technology. Pause off, Rocky. Crack. Down goes the iPad. Daddy heard the crash. Zuri, what on earth? He asked. I was only trying to help, I said. Daddy smiled. Can I help too? It'll be a piece of cake, Zuzu. So here we're actually learning a nickname for Zuri. That's Zuzu. Maybe you have a nickname as well. The first style was a big no way. The second was no better. No, Daddy. Then Daddy tried slicking my hair back into two puffs. Poof! Ouch, Daddy yelled. think this hairband might have hit him right in the eye. I see some great action lines here by the illustrator to show that movement. Wait a minute, Daddy said as he reached into the drawer and pulled out a pick. Ta-da! Daddy, really? I asked. It'll be right back. I'll be right back, he promised. Now, how's that? He asked, pulling a hat down over my eyes. Daddy, come on. We can do better than that. I really need my hair to be special. So I'm wondering, what is this special day? Why does her hair need to be so special today? Don't worry, he said. We'll figure this out. Then I had a great idea. Daddy gathered all the tools we needed and we were set. Watching carefully, Daddy combed, parted, oiled, and twisted. He nailed it. Now, watching carefully here. So now Daddy's using maybe one of his strategies of watching an instructional video to help both of them work together. I love that strategy. Maybe you're using that at home as well. Funky puff buns. Pretty, and so much fun. Rocky approved too. I put my superhero cape on as a final touch to the perfect look. Now I see some animation here. Click, it's saying. So I'm wondering what's going to happen on this next page. This could be the finale. Where's my Zuzu? Mommy called from the door. She could not get in the house fast enough. Mommy! You've got to be the prettiest Supergirl I've ever seen, she said. There's a welcome home sign here, Mom, so she must have been gone for a bit. And your hair is beautiful, Zuri. Who did it? I looked at Daddy and beamed. Mommy smiled. Very nice. Thank you. We learn from the best, Daddy said as he gave her a big hug. And I think this last page is maybe the most beautiful. My hair is Mommy, Daddy, and me. It's hair love. So if you like that story, I just want to remind you that you might be interested in going to find the original short film called Hair Love. I just did a search on YouTube called with Hair Love, Matthew Cherry, and I was able to watch it. So with that, I just want to tell you all that I miss you all, I love you all, and I hope this book has served either as a mirror for you to make a connection with the characters, a window to give you a new perspective, one that you might not have known already, or was able to transport you for a short time. So maybe you felt part of my living room here tonight. So have a great night and keep on reading, and we hope to see you back at school soon.